Honestly, what was the point in coming back? I'm Ashley with Watch Mojo, and these are the top 10 anime characters who returned just to die. For this list, we'll be looking at the characters who were killed off or vanished at some point, only to return to the fold, and then die soon after. What a bloody waste. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBow, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next.
わかったぜ、アブドゥル。
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, Grand Fisher, Bleach.
お前はわしと戦うにはあまりに若すぎた。
While the idea of having Ichigo's father reveal himself as a powerful Shinigami and avenge his wife by killing the monster that murdered her sounds all kinds of awesome on paper, the fact that they brought back an already overshadowed villain who gets instantly slaughtered just further emphasized just how, well, subpar this guy really was.
お前にするこれなるような残白闘技はわしの残白闘に勝てるのは地名の利だ。
Even after he went out of his way to convert himself into an Arrancar, it didn't take Isshin more than one slice to take out the hulking Hollow. Number 9, Hayato Kobayashi, Mobile Suit ZZ Gundam.
どういうことだ、ハヤト。何が起こったんだ。
詳しいことはそちらに行ってから話す。だからアガマをダブリンの方に戻してくれ。
And yet another member of the OG Gundam cast bites the space dust. While we shed no tears for his annoying bastard of a son, Cats, Hayato was a swell guy, one who not only piloted the White Base, but would return to the war several years on to aid his friend Amuro against the Titans.
お前らの思惑通りにさせるものか。カラバメ。
Which is why it kind of sucks that in the third entry of the Universal Century Saga, he got taken out while trying to protect the new protagonist on the block. Maybe it's karma for marrying Frau.
聞こえる。勝つ。ハヤトさん。
Number 8, Oda Nobunaga, Sengoku Basara, The Last Party. The Demon King of the Sixth Heaven certainly made an impression with his bombastic debut in this outrageous action series, complete with a shotgun and his own personal thunderstorm.
Such frail souls were they, not worthy of the eternal scrutiny history will bear me.
It took the combined might of two equally eccentric warriors with DBZ power levels in order to take him out. So you can imagine there was a lot of hype going into this movie, knowing that the legendary warlord was going to be making his undead return. Too bad he got offed again shortly after.
What comfort I feel in these arms.
Number 7, Frieza, Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn.
It's Frieza!
A common stranger knows my name.
Wow, all we can say is it's a good job Super did this classic DB villain some justice, because between this and his other one-shot death in GT, Frieza got monumentally shit on.
You're that little brat, aren't you?
I see that you've forgotten my name.
Bad enough that such an iconic character was dispatched in a throwaway manner while Goku was fending off Janemba, but for it to be Gohan? We don't care if Frieza came back without training. Getting taken out so easily by the drastically less powerful adult Gohan was just another reason he needed a comeback. Number 6, Pockle, Hunter x Hunter.
ありえない。なんだあのまがまがしいオーラは。
Remember this poor bastard? He may have graduated from the Hunter exam, but it's fair to say he was one of, if not the weakest of the bunch, bow and all. After he got his license, we doubted we'd ever see him again. But he did indeed make quite the return, right into the jaws of death, courtesy of Pitto.
なんで骨の下に生きた人がいるのかな。
We doubt he would have been able to hold his own against some of the stronger Chimera ants, so to be found by a royal guard who then proceeds to literally probe his brain for information is just terrible, terrible luck.
なるほど。
Number 5, Piximon, Digimon Adventure.
Hey, Piximon! Perfect timing!
I missed you!
Starting off as nothing more than a puffball that helped train the Digidestined through the art of household chores, Piximon was a weird and wacky data packet that nonetheless became quite endearing.
I know I can't win, but I should be able to distract them long enough for you to get away.
Not to mention he was shown to be able to wipe out higher level Digimon with ease. Surely this would be a character that would be in it for the long run when he returned, and would assist Tai and the others through thick and thin. Nope. Turns out the Dark Masters shut that down real quick.
Just call me a crazy little Digimon.
Number 4, Kaoru, Evangelion 3.0 you can not redo. You bet we're totally on board the bandwagon that the Rebuildverse is Anno's crazy attempt at a sequel disguised as a reboot. And if that's the case, the tragic truth is that Kaoru has lost his life twice over, and in some pretty gnarly ways.
エヴァンゲリオン第13号機起動。
Once again descending from the heavens like an angel, the legendary Husbando partnered up with Shinji as a means of trying to undo the damage caused by the third impact, only for things to naturally go sideways and result in Kaoru getting his head blown off via an explosive collar. Guess their ship is destined to never sail.
そんな顔しないで。また会えるよ、シンジ君。
Number 3, Avdol, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders.
Mohammed Abdul!
Seeing this stand user take a bullet to the head was painful, since all throughout their journey to Egypt, Avdol had served as the wise mentor type who was always there to lend a hand, or in some cases, a flaming talon, to Jotaro and the rest. So, for him to return with nothing more than a scar on his forehead was surprising, but very welcome. The gang was complete again. Nothing could stop them from taking down Dio, except for Vanilla Ice and his flying void ball of death, who tore through poor Avdol mere minutes after they had infiltrated Dio's stronghold. Number 2, Conan, Naruto Shippuden.
逃がさない。
In life and death, this paper doll dedicated herself to the will of pain, to the point where she was willing to kill her former employer in order to safeguard her beloved's body from being desecrated.
この手順ならあなたを倒せたはずなのに。
While her exploding paper certainly put Obito through his paces, the long-serving member of the Akatsuki was killed off like all the rest, leaving her masked murderer free to snatch the Rinnegan for himself. So how's that whole bridge to peace thing working out for you, Conan? Pretty bad, I'd bet. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Good to see you, Cloud.
Say what you will about this movie, the return of the One-Winged Angel was still a high point. After all, this was one of the franchise's most infamous villains, now fully animated, fully voiced, and ready to remind the world why after all this time, he was still something to be feared. Might have helped his case if he did something more than slice up a few buildings and banter with Cloud before getting staked down by a big ol' Omnislash. So do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.